Alright guys, second video for the day. We're going to talk about Jessica Beauvais. Some of you might be like, who? Yeah, it's funny how the mainstream media isn't really talking about this. Jessica Beauvais is a 32-year-old, I believe. Yeah, 32-year-old who slammed her car into a police car and killed the officer. Well, the officer actually died in hospital later for his injuries. But let's break it all down. So a suspected drunk driver, Jessica Beauvais, she was literally almost twice the limit, ranted against the police in Facebook livestream just hours before she allegedly killed a New York police officer during a hit and run. It's actually worse than that, but anyway. Beauvais, 32, uploaded nearly a 2-hour live stream on her Facebook page under the name of Phoenix Merkel on Monday evening, which opened with the NWA song F That Police. She went on to share her views on the Derek Chauvin trial, police violence against black people, and how she wanted others to fight police. Now, Beauvais said that we can fight the police too. If you're going to shoot me, get it over with. What I'm saying is you're not going to try me while I'm still breathing. Not going to try me? Whatever. She later added, like NWA says about the police, if you're going to kill me, at least take someone with me. I'm one of those. If you're going to go, someone else is coming. Beauvais also spoke about the recent killing of Dwayne White, who fatally shot by the former Minnesota officer Kimberly Porter, who said that she mistook her gun for a taser. Beauvais says, I know 13-year-olds from the hood that know a taser from the gun. That in itself is pretty scary. You probably should look into why 13-year-olds know the difference between a taser and a gun when they grow up in the hood. I know that mother effers know a BB gun from a taser. How can you not figure that out? Beauvais signed the live stream saying that she'd be back next week and added that until then, F the police. In early hours of Tuesday morning, Beauvais was arrested and is due to be arraigned in the courts on vehicle manslaughter and reckless endangerment, leaving an accident resulting death, fleeing an officer in a motor vehicle, as well as driving while intoxicated. Like I said, nice rap sheet. She was allegedly behind the wheel of the car that struck the New York Police Department officer Antonio Tesescarescus, I'm mispronouncing that, 43, who attended an earlier accident along the Long Island Expressway. The father of 2 children was allegedly hit head-on by Beauvais in a 2013 Volkswagen and later died of his injuries. Police said Beauvais was driving with a suspended license and that she had a blood alcohol level of 0.15, which is almost twice the New York limit of 0.08, according to the New York Post. When Beauvais was being let out from the 2007 precinct in Queens for her arraignment later that day, ABC said that she told the representatives, I'm sorry that I hit him, I'm sorry that he's dead, and that he's dead. In a post update onto the New York Police Facebook page on Tuesday, the spokesman said that killed by an intoxicated driver early this morning, New York Police Highway Officer Antonio Antesquia, I can't pronounce his name, loved his wife, 2 children, and the city, as well as dedicated to protecting for the past 14 years. As the New York City and the New York Police Department mourn this tragic loss, we make solemn vow to never forget him. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio praised his service during the press briefing the same day and added that we see horrendous patterns, people doing the wrong thing and other people dead because of it. He was a hero officer who did everything in his life. He did everything right in his life. He's dead because of other people's negligence. The police commissioner and I just spent time with his widow. He continues the pain she's going through. There are no words, but for the New Yorkers, they realized a few hours ago she was looking forward to seeing her husband again, and now she won't. He leaves behind a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So, an alleged cop killer is being held without bail as her hit-and-run victim is hailed as a hero officer. Jessica Beauvais, 32, is accused of killing a New York police officer, 43, in a drunken crash. So, he's Greek-American, okay. Teresco was on duty on the Long Island Expressway when the incident took place. So she offered a tearful apology if she was led away in handcuffs. Yeah, sure. I don't believe the apology. I think it's justice trying to get leniency on the court. FBI said, we mourn the tragic death of the officer. Yeah. There's the car, I believe. So, you know, it just seems like it was a decent guy who was a family member. He was just a family member. That's all it was. And this one decided to accidentally run into him. I'll claim it's accidental for now, but yeah, I have questions. But to give you an idea of the live stream.
Bring you 2 fold-up chairs right here, baby. And you sit right here for me. Yeah, so for mommy, yeah, proceed.
So you can hear in the background the NWA song.
Next Monday at 6:30 p.m. back here on Face of Reality Radio on the Instagram and on the Facebook. And until then, the police.
So, you know, you get the idea of the live stream. I know she was just saying F the police because she was trying to play up to the audience, so she actually believes it, but yeah. I don't know. A part of me wants to believe this wasn't the case, but I'm starting to wonder if she deliberately aimed for the police officer. I don't know. You got sentiments like that. You got people growing up who have been brainwashed into believing F the police and that the cops are bad. And when you start... This is the thing with programming people, right? The news at the moment is programming people, especially the black community, to hate the police officers. You are literally being programmed to hate them. And when you start hating people, it is really, really easy to attack them. This is not the first time we've seen police being attacked in New York City. This is like the 3rd or 4th time this week. There was that other officer that was going through and who was just doing a report on a broken window. And I'll see if I can find... I think it was in New York. So here's my report. Yeah, no, I can't seem to find the video on it. There was a police officer who was just filling a report out about a broken window, and someone came up and whacked him over the head twice with a great big pole, and then tried to run away. It was also a black man too, believe it or not. But at the end of the day, you have the black community who have been brainwashed into attacking the police officers because they've been brainwashed into believing that the police are bad. This is where the mainstream media is responsible because they're the ones pushing this narrative. I'm not saying that she's not responsible for her actions. She definitely is. But
prosecutors.
But at the end of the day, you know, like, you know, CNN going to take some responsibility for this as well.
Detailed a 13-count complaint that included second-degree aggravated manslaughter and operating a motor vehicle under the influence of drugs or alcohol. This after police say she hit and killed 43-year-old officer Anastasios Sakos.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try and pronounce that name. But, you know, like I say, at the end of the day, she's just ruined her life. No offense, darling, but you're going to jail. You're going to jail for a very long time. All because the mainstream media is telling you how much you have to hate cops. because they're chasing clicks. Well done. Well done. You are now literally a pawn in the media industrial complex. Well done. Well done indeed. But like I say, she's responsible for her own actions. She's the one that drove into the cop car. She's the one that hit the cop. She's the one that didn't stop after hitting him. She drove off. And there's even reports that she knew that she killed someone or that she'd injured somebody. You know, that she's like, yeah, she knew that they were saying. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't have any sympathy for her. I really, really don't. You slammed and then drove into a cop car. You know, this is your problem. This is what happens. But guys, apart from that, this clip here, I don't think it's actually... Originally, I thought it was part of it, but it is from 2017, and I don't think it is. I think this is... they're just linking it for, like, situations. Because as far as I know, this only happened just recently. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe this is an older thing that's been resurfaced? I think it only happened over the weekend. Yeah, everything seems to be recent, so yeah. But like I said, look, credit to this guy's family. I wonder if there's a GoFundMe. I'll try and do a quick search for that. He will be, I presume, given a honourable salute, and I presume his wife will get taken care of with the pension. Doesn't bring him back, but yeah. There you go. Okay, so there is a GoFundMe. Tereska family organizer based in New York. They've raised $88,000. Holy dooly. There's a lot of our support for this guy in there. April 27, 2001, we've lost our husband. So it was recent. Yep. Thought so. I will put a link in the description below to this as well. So if you do want to support this instead, obviously, like I say, they're both high amounts, but still, if you want to throw something in to help this guy out, please, obviously, feel free to. He was, by all means, an amazing cop. Everything I've read is saying that he was an amazing cop. He did not deserve this. And this woman who's literally been brainwashed by, you know, NWA, the media, all this sort of stuff, into hating the police department. This is why this is the result we're getting at the moment. This is why we're getting people try to resist the cops, because they've been brainwashed into thinking that the cops are bad. But regardless, apart from that, guys, obviously, if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to put them in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.